Hello, I'd like to tell you about an add-on called Save as Docs. So many of you are probably using forms to gather data and information from students. And with the new Google Forms, they have made it a lot easier to sort of view that information when it comes back to you. So here's a survey that was sent out, and I can view straight from forms now responses that people have submitted, and I can view them in two ways. I can view a summary, so here's a summary of all my information, and I can also view individual responses. And when I view an individual response, I can print out individual response sheets, and it prints it out pretty much exactly what we see here. But sometimes we want it might be more handy to have the data or information printed out on a sheet that is a bit more concise. And so Save as Docs, or Save, is an add-on that works with Google Sheets. So if I click on my Google Sheets here, it's going to show me my responses. And reading them like this is rather difficult, especially if you have, like I had, one of my questions here was let me show you here. Here it is, was like a long answer, so paragraph style. And sometimes that's very difficult to view when you're looking at it in a spreadsheet like this. So Save as Docs works like this. It's an add-on, so we go and we would have, if we didn't have it, we'd just go get add-ons and look for Save as Docs. And when we start, we just select Start, and it begins to work. And it just takes a few seconds. And the first thing that we need to do is give it a name. So I'm just going to call this my Mac survey. And so one of the things I do want to include are the headings, because all of the headings for each of the different questions and that I've placed on my form, I want to include those. It tells me heading locations are in the first row of the sheet, so if we have to select that. I like to add a page break after each row, and then this is an important one, is then I select all the data. So here it goes, and it's selecting all of my data. And now it's going to, now all I have to do is click on Save as Doc. I save as a doc, it's generating, and successfully created. And so down here now I can open the doc. So here it is. One of the things it does, it uses a rather large font. So one of the things you can do is just select all and reduce the font size just to save some paper. But it gives you each person's response, and then there's a page break. So there's all these responses that I can quickly view. So if I was just to go Command A, and I'm just going to change the size so it's a bit more manageable to 12. Oops. All right, and so then I have it on basically 2 pages. I can reduce it to smaller, but it just gives me all the information sort of at a quicker glance, and something that I find useful. So hopefully you can find that useful as well.